Welcome back to Football Kings. I'm Kingsley and I'm with my brother Andrew, and we're going to talk about England today. England lost to an African side for the first time ever. I mean, it seems like this period is a period where records are just being broken. We see so far this whole season of football, underdogs have not won trophies in a long time are winning trophies. And even some records that have been kept for a while are now being broken.
Mm.
What do you think about the England squad? I mean, and what do you think about Tuchel as their coach? Right man for the job, wrong man for the job, or too soon to tell?
Really is a friendly,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's clear that he was trying out people.
Yeah,
And one thing about Tuchel is he's giving a lot of people chances,
yeah.
but Tuchel is kind of like brutal. Once
Mm-hmm.
doesn't call you or he doesn't use you, he'll never use you again.
Mm.
Do you get? I think today was all about trying out things, trying out people. He knows which people he's going to use and which people he's never going to use.
And who are the people
Even
you think he's never going to use?
brother Kai Walker needs a replacement. He
Mm-hmm.
needs somebody else. It's obvious. That first goal was just is it the first goal? Was it the second goal? It was not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis Jones, else needs to come in for Curtis Jones,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's another area.
Why does someone need to come in for Curtis Jones? What about his game
No, Curtis Jones is simply just average
in terms of what?
in
Possession of the ball, vision.
everything. In everything, I expected more from him. Like anyway,
What
maybe he's
was
paying me. He's paying me because you know why he's paying me. He's paying
mm-hmm.
me because England had the chance. They had so many chances. Mendy made good
Mm-hmm.
saves.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. But at the same time, it's not about the saves Mendy made.
It's about
It's
what?
about staying in the game. It's 2 minutes to the end of the game or 3 minutes to the end of the game. You're practically like the last man. Bro, what are you thinking? I don't get it. Are you lacking concentration or what's the issue? Are you having family problems?
What was the formation that Tuchel used today for this England team?
I even remember like
I personally feel that
at the
England
time I wasn't even following.
I personally feel like England in the game today,
They
they
were better in today's game than the is it Mondovia B
England
Andorra game.
England in the game today, they played
Yeah.
well. They had a
Mm,
couple chances. They just could
yeah.
not finish the chances that they did have. And to be honest with you, Mendy actually did have some saves. He did stop some
And
shots. Although
you
maybe
know
the
a
shots were
theory
not
I
as
have.
accurate. The shots
Yeah.
may maybe not be as accurate, but he did stop some saves.
Make good
But they were
saves.
just not able to score, right? And even
Yeah.
when they scored, their goal was cancelled, right? Bellingham goal to equalize the game was cancelled
Yeah, it was a
because of a
foul. I'm
handball.
surprised that there was VAR.
Yeah, even the handball felt very light to me because it just felt like he rolled off his shoulder. But
But
maybe it felt more like maybe he nudged the ball
his
with his hand.
handball. His handball. This is where he hits. His handball and he
Yeah.
went like this. So his handball. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
is that he tried Dean Henderson today.
Mm-hmm.
Disaster. Pickford could have done it. Yes, Pickford could have done a better job.
To stop which of the goals?
The sec Kingsley,
Which of the goals you think was
the second goal, he
that went
Pickford.
through his that went through
Yes,
his leg?
yes, he's not scoring Pickford that. I'm sure if there's anything I'm sure of, he's saving that. Even obviously the third goal, there's no saving that, but at least and you know how Pickford is. Pickford is very aggressive, he's rough. You
Mm-hmm.
see him spread himself big. Do you get what I'm saying? I saw him.
I don't know the way you're talking about Pickford. You're making him sound like Pickford is so good that their
Pickford
goals
is
are
not world best,
like the goals
but
that they scored today were good goals.
they were good goals. But like
You can't say it's just the keeper. The
the
goals were
second
really hard to
goal could
save.
have been prevented.
The second goal that went through the legs?
Yes, could have
That
been
goal was
prevented. He could have
that goal
saved that.
that was a very good goal. Most keepers are not
Yeah, but
saving
he
that.
didn't go down on time, right?
Even if you had gone down on time,
Yeah.
that player had so much time on the ball to place that ball. Very few keepers in that position. He had so much time. He read his
Do
keepers
you
very
know one
well.
thing about one thing we always complain about Pickford? In those kind of situations, you see Pickford rushing out
Mm-hmm.
and almost taking out the man. It's good as Dean Henderson stayed in his line, but if you stay in your line, they shouldn't be scoring you that kind. Anyways, I can't really.
I
The
don't
player
understand what
knew what
you
he
mean.
was doing.
I don't, yeah, I'm still trying to understand what you mean. Like the player had a lot of time on the ball, and I feel like most keepers he's scoring that goal or he's making the pass that will lead to a goal. You get what I'm saying? Like there was so much time on that ball. I just don't think it was the keeper's fault or anything. Maybe Dean Henderson could have done better, but also the
Okay,
defender could have done better.
let me
Because
ask you this:
if you look at most of the let me just say
If
this,
it was Allison, are they
if you
scoring
look
that?
if you look at most of the chances that Senegal had today, they were
Mm.
chances that came from long balls. They caught caught Miles Lewis Kelly and
Even Miles Lewis Kelly today was terrible.
they caught Miles Lewis Kelly and some of the England defenders off guard. And if you're having chances like that, there's only so much you can do. For example, what led to the first goal. The first goal was a cross that went up. All the guy did was play the ball back, put the ball back in play. He
That's all.
cut back the ball, and then before you know
Cut
it,
back and
go,
that's all.
go,
Long ball, cut
go.
it
They
in.
tried the same thing, long ball again, pass,
The
go.
second ball was practically the same thing.
Yeah,
Ball over the
the
top.
second ball too was ball over the top.
Yes.
It landed for
Yeah.
him. He had so much time on the ball. Looked at him, and placed the ball. And the keeper
Yeah.
could not. The keeper, no keepers that are barely catching that ball. Maybe a few keepers will stop that. Very reactive, like
Mm.
maybe like Raya, someone that is quite reactive or something. But
Yeah.
for
Even
the,
Pickford will catch the
but
second one. Pickford.
I don't think
Which
Pickford will
one?
catch that.
Even the first one. Do you know? I have a theory. The first one, if it was
No,
Pickford
the
could
first
have made an attempt.
no, the first one nobody's catching that.
Because the
It went
first one
far
was through the
post.
middle.
It
Was it
went
far
far
post?
post. It went far post. He placed the ball. His leg touched the ball to the corner, to the far post. He placed
Oh
it.
yes.
He wasn't just playing. He didn't just play it
The
straight
first
at the
one.
keeper.
Mm, mm,
He
mm, mm,
placed
mm.
it. Keeper is catching that ball. That cut, but
I think
nobody expected that ball to cut back because the ball
yes,
was looking like it was going out of play. And before you know, the ball is in play and they just score.
and that's the thing I'm
Easy.
talking about. Kai Walker, you are a senior defender. Stay active. Even if the ball is not going out, it's going out. Still make that run.
So
I don't get
who
like.
do you think is at fault? Do you think it's the
I feel
England?
like Kai Walker could have done more. He could have done more because it's more like he said, "Oh, the ball is in play." Then he started running. By then, we know you are fast, but you are not that fast. The
Yeah,
striker kept on going because the striker did not even know the ball would come. He
yeah.
just kept on running.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't really. I know people have started to say, "Oh, it's Tuchel worse than Southgate." It's not worse than Southgate. Southgate is worse than him. The only thing I'll say is that it was clear he decided to try people in this game. It's clear what he
Mm-hmm.
was doing, and he's making up his mind. He's
Mm-hmm.
understanding the play. The guy was so frustrated. Tuchel, in fact, if you see Tuchel on the sideline, he just felt like, you know how Tuchel is. You know when he's not
Yeah.
happy. Just like you see his gestures, like, this is bad. Oh, I didn't know what to say, but
What about the other players? The players that you felt played well.
Eze played well.
Saka. What of Saka?
Saka played well, but I should be placing Mendy properly. You have that a senior man. Yes, a senior man like you. Don't give. He tried, he placed it, but man, place it that Mendy will really you will sweat. Mendy tried today.
He
What?
said what you can't believe we spent 20 million on a player, 200 million on a player. Which player are you talking about? Oh yeah, you know the Florian Wirtz deal is a here we go, right?
I know. I
Is it
know.
Is it Florian you're talking about? Is it Florian Wirtz?
How much did you
Florian
guys
Wirtz,
finally pay?
here we go. Let me actually check. I just saw the video saying here we go, but
I just pray he
I didn't
doesn't
check.
flop. I'm so scared now.
You guys and your agenda.
No, it's not an
You
agenda.
guys are
Like,
your agenda. You want him to flop.
Chevy says when you see read Chevy's comment, you feel like he's a Liverpool fan. He's expecting 50 plus GA, or he's like a member of the club.
So, okay, this is here we go. Liverpool agree club deal to sign Florian Wirtz from Bayern Leverkusen. Verbal agreement in principle between Liverpool and Bayern Leverkusen. Deal worth up to 150 million euros plus add-ons included for Florian Wirtz to become a new Liverpool player.
Wait, 115 or
100,
50?
150 million including add-ons. So add-ons included, everything is 150 million euros. All agreed on player side since 2 weeks ago, and finally all is set between clubs for Wirtz to move. Wirtz is coming to Anfield. He deserves no. That's not good. Wirtz is coming to Anfield. I should give myself a bomb now. No, man. But honestly, like I'm super excited that this deal is pretty much done.
Chevy saying the add-on isn't with it. No, that's ridiculous.
No, the
No,
add-on
no, no.
is
No, it can't be. No,
According to Fabrizio.
no, no, no. I don't
According to
think
Fabrizio, I don't know who's right.
that would be outrageous.
According to Fabrizio, the add-on is there. 150 million euros add-ons included for Florian Wirtz. Unless deal what
It
up
has to
to.
include add-ons. It has to
Yeah,
include add-ons.
deal what? So who do you believe, Austin or Fabrizio?
So, David Austin too always gives good, legit news.
Over
Also,
Fabrizio, you don't believe Fabrizio?
if David Austin gives you a news, it's legit. Like it's legit. Fabrizio these days, he started packaging his news.
What do you
Right?
mean packaging is news?
He started packaging his news. No, this thing.
Okay, let
But
me actually check. Check other outlets.
anyways, if you signed even if you signed a player for 150 million euros, Florian Wirtz, the expectation, he said Austin direct. Fabrizio likes foreplay. Oh my god, Chevy, did you watch the England game?
Oh my
That's a
god,
bomb for that.
that was funny.
Did you watch the England game?
Probably. But I just read the bid.
Yeah.
They were asking for 126 million pounds, which is 150 million euros.
Mm-hmm.
So, but however, according to Fabrizio, Liverpool and February agree. So it seems like it's agreed, right? The initial fee is unclear, but if add-ons are met, they will.
Takes it to what?
Interesting.
SSB, welcome.
I think. Say no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, Wirtz is coming. Wirtz is actually coming to Liverpool, guys. Wirtz is actually coming to Liverpool. Here we go.
Give yourself a again for that.
Here we go. Wirtz is coming to Liverpool.
I will replay this video. Don't complain to me.
Complain about what?
If he doesn't play well or anything happens, I must not hear your complaint on this live.
Complain about what?
You are banned. Keep giving yourself a
what?
You are banned.
Complain about what?
You are banned. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody on this chat, please get me weakness. Keep giving yourself bobs. Get me weakness. I must not get any complaint about Florian on this live. He didn't play well. I don't want to hear it.
Here we go.
Okay.
See, Florian is not a player that will come to Liverpool and flop.
Okay, I've clipped what you just said now. He's not someone that will come. Okay. Don't jinx him, please. You say Fabrizio really found his own lane. It's part of what
he did. Wait till the end and get 100% accuracy. Fabrizio is smart. Oh, he likes to wait till the end of the deal and then say this is how much the person is going for, rather than speak too soon.
True.
That actually makes sense. But Fabrizio, well, that actually makes sense. But here we go. Now that it's verbally agreed, like it's coming. Here we go. How do you think the team should shape up with Florian now in the squad? Because Florian is like an important player, right? Florian should come into the team and start at least. At the very least, he should
start.
Who
is he benching? He's benching Szoboszlai.
Okay, let's say he plays in Szoboszlai's position. Yeah, it's 150 mil. That's why I told you it's 150 mil.
150, yeah.
Yeah, 150 million euros, including add-ons. But maybe you guys let us know if the deal looks different. You think he's a left winger?
Uh,
Oh, interesting.
Maybe he
I
might
didn't
play
think
left
of it
wing
that
and
way.
Salah will go
Can
forward.
we actually play left wing?
Yes, he plays left wing and 10.
Oh, I thought we only played as a 10. I didn't know he played left wing.
He said I could see a diamond midfield as well with Coquet's
Keke,
Frimpong going up and down the wings.
Kekes and Frimpong going up and down the wings.
True.
Interesting. Wow, interesting. 10 left wing, false nine. Wow, what a very and it's such a profile.
You,
It's such an
you
interesting
guys
profile
should
because
not
that's
use
what
him as you should not use him as false nine, please.
is a very interesting player
Please.
because we
Please.
like it. We like these very versatile players that can fit into any, you know, any of the three attacking roles that we have. So
Yeah.
it's interesting that he can actually play practically two or three of them, right? Almost
Yeah.
like three
Yeah.
of those roles. So if he plays as a left wing, that means you
Yeah.
have Luis Diaz going as a false nine, or maybe Gakpo going as a false nine,
He
or
plays
maybe
left wing. Salah is your striker.
why is Sui's on the right wing?
No. Oh, you are saying he plays left wing.
Yeah, left wing. Yeah, that's what they're
Oh,
saying. Left
sorry,
wing.
sorry, my bad.
If he plays left wing,
Then Luis Diaz saying wow, wow, like Sancho didn't cook.
you're such a
That league and
pessimist.
flop.
You're such a pessimist, guy. You are a
Maybe
pessimist.
he's just being
You
conscious.
are a pessimist, guy.
He's just
So,
being conscious.
it's because Sancho went to Dortmund. Wait. Because Sancho came from Dortmund and flopped at United. You think Liverpool and United is the same thing?
Yes, Diaz
Or not
plays
the same
for,
thing.
he played false nine. Yeah. Diaz played
So
false nine.
you can have Florian, Luis Diaz, and
And
Salah,
Salah.
and then
Then you have
Soboslai.
Soboslai in the middle. I think likes Gakpo more though over Diaz.
Yeah, because he
But
plays.
Gakpo didn't really do well as a striker
Yeah, and he likes
last
playing
time
Gakpo more as what Gakpo actually plays as a
as
left
a
wing.
left wing.
Yeah, because that's what Gakpo likes to play. So he plays Gakpo as on the left and plays
Then
Luis Diaz
maybe
in the
Florian
middle.
will play as a 10.
Yeah, maybe Florian plays as a 10, and
Yeah.
maybe I don't know though. I don't know. Then where does Soboslai? Because Soboslai, I feel like he's good enough to start. So I don't know if Soboslai is going to start or not, or how
Chevy
he's
is
going to be
saying
used.
Sancho cooked times three of what we did in that league. I don't times three.
Ah, man, here we go again. Now we have to fact check this because they cannot just be saying stuff. So
But Chevy,
when you say cooks times three, what do you mean? Do you mean in
check
GA? Do
his
you mean in
stats.
key
Check his
passes?
stats. Yes, dribbling. I think he was
What
doing a lot of
do you mean in
dribblings.
dribbling? What did he cook in exactly? So because I'm pulling up his stats. I definitely know he's not
You know it's not GA. How?
GA. Like I definitely know
SMS.
maybe it's not GA he's talking about.
I also say congrats to Senegal.
But anyways, he actually did a lot though.
Did
Sa-
anyone watch that game
Sancho actually played a lot. He played very well.
in
But
Dortmund?
yeah, in the season he was at Dortmund, his last season before he came to I guess his last season at Dortmund, he had 16 goals, 19
Yeah.
assists in all competitions in 48 games.
16 goals, 19 assists.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And the season before that, he had 23 goals, 21 assists
Oh
in,
my god.
in 51 games.
Oh, that's good. He
He
really
did very
cooked.
well. He did very well.
Oh.
Actually, he did really nice. But no, I will not say times three. I will not say times three, but I'll say he did very well.
SSB saying Tuku loves Kane. Guys, I after that game, I just said Tuku Tuku needs to get rid of some of the players he is choosing. Number one person on that list.
Mm.
Sorry to see, I know we have Liverpool fans here, but Curtis Jones cannot go to World Cup.
I don't care about. You think I care about Curtis Jones? I don't care about
Curtis
Curtis Jones.
Jones, Curtis
Actually,
Jones
don't.
cannot go to World Cup. Number one thing, Kai Walker needs somebody ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yes, it's not even the best. No,
Really,
but
it's not the best
no,
Senegal side.
they were decent.
Who was
This Senegal,
who was missing?
this Senegal side was decent. They
Was
had
Mane
most of the guys
did
were
Mane
here.
play? Did Mane play today? Or is Mane part of their squad?
I didn't see money. I don't
But
think I saw
Mane is
money.
part of the Senegalese squad, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if you even played. Let me see. No, no, I didn't.
SSB,
I
when you say
didn't.
this is not the best Senegalese side, what do you mean? Who
I
are the
didn't.
key players that you're expecting to see that are missing from the or that were missing from the game?
I
Oh,
did
okay,
not
okay.
notice money.
Historically, it's not the best Senegalese side. I'm talking history. Okay, okay, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, money didn't play. I didn't
Yeah,
remember seeing money. I was saying
but
so people that played meant Diata, Koulibaly,
mm,
in Ketia,
mm-hmm,
Diouf, Diarra,
mm-hmm,
Gay, Kamara, Ndiaye, Jackson,
mm,
and Sa.
mm. Interesting.
So, and for England, you had Kai Walker, Chaluba, Cowell. Cowell, Chaluba defense terrible. They
Zero.
were both they were both terrible. With Miles
Mm-hmm,
Lewis Kelly,
mm-hmm,
bad combination.
mm-hmm,
Saka, Gallagher should not be in that midfield anymore. They lack creativity. Gallagher, Rice, Gordon, Kane, and Eze.
mm-hmm,
Imagine. I think he brought in Jude Bellingham.
mm. Yeah, but
70. So
William.
it's very obvious he's trying out people, right? So maybe he underrated England. I don't know. I
You
underrated
underrated Senegal.
Senegal. But the moment, okay, let me not say he underrated Senegal because the moment he removed in that game, the moment he removed Conor Gallagher, Kane, and brought in Curtis Jones and Morgan Rogers, that midfield was gone, was open. Do you understand?
But
So the
Senegal
moment
didn't even pass through the midfield. You're not noticing.
no, Senegal didn't pass through the mid.
They
You
just
are
set
right.
wrong balls. It was
Yes,
more the defense than I would say the
yes.
midfield that was the problem in this game.
But even the second goal, Miles Lewis Kelly and Curtis Jones were not alive to it. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
Morgan Rogers, you can't blame Morgan Rogers, was up front. But Curtis Jones, Morgan Rogers came in for Conor Gallagher
Mm-hmm.
and Kane. Then he also brought in Gibbs White. Gibbs White tried. I was impressed
Mm-hmm.
by Gibbs White for Gordon.
Yeah,
He did well.
that's exactly what he's saying. Like Tuchel is
Yeah.
just experimenting,
He's
trying to
experimenting. That's what I feel.
trying
Yeah.
to find the right
So I
people.
don't. Yeah, I'm talking. I know everybody's shouting history, history. If they meet in World Cup, Senegal should not even think. They should not think it. They should not think. Jude Bellingham came from the bench. Do you get what I'm saying?
And to be honest, they lost this game because they could not convert. Right? They could not
That's it.
score. They could not finish their
That's it.
chances, and their defense
Saka missed
was just
chances.
lacking.
Yeah, Saka
Right?
missed chances. He missed
Aside that,
chances.
England they seem to have more. I guess. Anyways, the Senegal won, and I'm not going to underrate Senegal. They
Yes,
won the
and the
match. So,
the defense
that,
for England, I don't know this Chaloba Cowell.
it's
It's
not
not
even
a
fit.
workable defense.
Chelsea boys.
Nah, Konaga, they even had Harry James on the bench. Anyways, testing. Maybe he's testing them out. We'll see.
Hmm.
Okay, brought in. Oh, Kopama. I didn't even use Kopama at all. Oh. Anyways, he's not the strongest England team he put out.
So you feel like he didn't really care. He used it as a match to
No, he's just trying. I think he was
test
just
his
trying
bench.
people to see. Yeah, let me see other people play. But now he's really like he's
I
really
know,
know
right?
these players.
I don't really think there's any English centre back that you call world
Yeah,
class
that is
right
world
now.
class in years.
Nah.
Nah, Konsa is good. I say Konsa. Am I saying Konsa?
Oh, I
It's
know.
Konsa.
But we are talking world class now. It's not world class.
Yeah, Dambon was on the bench. I don't think Dambon could have made a
Yeah, you're talking
difference.
about Ezri Konsa. Yeah, Ezri Konsa
Yes,
that
Henry Consta.
center
Yeah,
back for,
yeah. Dambon.
I guess, Aston Villa. Yeah, for
Yeah, he
Aston Villa.
brought in Tony 80 something minutes for Miles Lewis Kelly. Then he was desperate. Obviously, they score you the third goal. Once you've taken out that fourth defense. Stone, yeah, Stones was the closest. Where is Stones now?
Yeah,
Is it
exactly.
injuries that is wrong with Stones?
He was known for that ball playing. He was known for that ball playing. The way he progressed the ball because of like
He-
Pep's system.
Yeah,
Pep really used him as that force center back where he's like Pep had this whole 3-3-2. Pep used to
mm,
play 3-2-4-1 or something like that. You remember?
yeah.
Pep
Three,
now has
two,
that.
four.
He
Yes.
has that
Yeah.
box midfield.
Yeah.
Pep created that box because of Stones. So Stones could easily just drop down and become part
Mm,
of the center back, or he stays up, being like a deep line playmaker, and he can also go forward and score.
true.
So
Yeah. Those days. England used to have the best. And that's the truth. England used to have a lot of good centre backs. Then the forward line was lacking a bit. So
mhm.
England used to have better centre from John Terry, Ferdinand. So Campbell, Tony Adams. Oh my God. Those were the glory days. Kingston, I'm sure you don't know some of these guys you're calling.
Nah, I know a couple of them. John Terry and Rio Ferdinand, but not
It's
Phil
so Campbell.
Campbell.
You don't know so Campbell.
No, 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 I don't know Phil Campbell.
Those were guys, man. They're footballers. Not the one, not the Levi Coel and Chaluba were parading now. These
Oh, he
ones are
played
just,
for he played for us now.
yeah. Wow. Tuchel now, there's a rumor that everybody are saying is Tuchel worse than what they call it, Southgate.
What do you think?
Is not.
Hmm.
Southgate is worse than Tuchel.
But
Tuchel
look
is
at
trying.
look at the way they played today. They played really. To me, I feel like the build-up play was
You
good.
know the funny thing,
The one-touch passes, it was
they
really
played
nice.
better in this game than the
Yeah.
Honduras game.
Hmm.
Yes, if you ask me to judge, they played better in this game than the Honduras game.
What lineup should England have game one of the World Cup?
Man, let's go
Okay,
to that.
let's do that. Let's start from
The
keeper. Keeper, I say Pickford.
Pickford, Pickford
Yeah,
has to be in goal, please. Stop this
Pickford
deniability
in goal.
experiment.
The Ezri
James,
Konsa, the Ezri Konsa come. Is Ezri
yes,
Konsa not
Contact
first?
came. Yeah, so
So
Rich
Konsa,
James,
Rhys James,
yeah,
Ezri
you can do maybe Dambon. I don't know.
Dambon as the centre back.
Okay, maybe Cowell. If you want to play out of the back, you can do Cowell.
You can do Cowell and Ezri Konsa now.
Yes, Cowell and Enricosa, that's better, I think.
And then on
Then
the
you
other, and then
Miles
who?
Lewis Kelly.
Miles Lewis Kelly. And then
Yeah, yeah.
what was his formation today? What formation does he use?
He used four. What's
I know,
that?
right? He said Tuku better not pick Dyer.
That
Maguire
ah,
is literally there. Actually, Maguire might be solid though.
would have been good in this
No,
game.
no, 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 no. Maguire is solid actually. Actually, I didn't know Maguire was
Yeah,
there. I didn't know
yeah.
Maguire was there. Actually, I'll remove Cowell. I put Maguire. Maguire and what's his name? Maguire and Ezri Konsa.
But he didn't take Maguire. He didn't take Maguire.
Really?
No, no, he didn't take any United player.
Oh yeah, I remember. I
He
remember
didn't take
Tuku's.
any United
Oh
player.
yeah, Tuku's England team.
So it will probably be Maguire Cowell because Maguire plays the right of the two centre backs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the problem. Maguire can only play one formation, three at the back, and that's Tuchel's formation. Yeah, but today I didn't really see the three at the back. Three at the back during the build-up, but they lined up as four. So we'll
That's
see.
crazy.
So in
That's
the
really good.
midfield, who are you putting in the midfield?
Okay, but let's okay. Now I have the list of players that he selected.
Yeah,
So we say keeper Jordan Pickford,
yeah,
defenders we said Miles Lewis Kelly, Ezri
yeah,
Konsa, Rhys James, right?
yeah.
And who else? And maybe Dan
And
Bond,
Cowell.
Dan
And Cowell.
Okowe. Okay,
Yeah.
Maguire is not part of the. But by the way, he has Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Where is Trent? Oh, Trent, well, yeah.
So you could actually
He
start
doesn't like
Trent.
Trent. Might not. You know what I think is better for him? Start
Well,
Trent. Then
and
if
bring
you're
in Rhys James.
bring in Rich James later on. Because
I
Rich
think
James,
so.
30 minutes to the game. If you are really desperate for goal, you can still get goal. If you want to defend, you can defend with him. So maybe Trent should start ahead of Rich James. Do you get?
Okay.
So I think Trent should start ahead. That's what I'm thinking, anyways.
Okay, so what of midfield? You have Jude Bellingham, Conor Gallagher, Gibbs White, Jordan Henderson, Curtis Jones, Cole Palmer, Declan Rice, Morgan Rogers. I see a. You can actually play 4-4-2. To be honest, I'm not even gonna lie to you. 4-4-2.
4-4-2, but Tuku never plays a 4-4-2.
You will never play 4-4-2. But if what formation are we working with here?
What he plays is Tuku's formation is two formations is common with 4-2-3-1, or he plays three.
Okay, let's work with 4-2-3-1. Let's
Yeah,
work with four
Tuku
two
is
three
a
one.
bit weird. Sometimes he can play 3-4-3.
Okay, let's play with
Tuku plays three four
let's
three.
work with 4-2-3-1. Right.
Yeah,
We selected our four. What's the two that we select? Two holding or two
yeah, and
your two
it's
double
true what
pivot.
SSB is saying. They don't have midfield that can control the game.
Your two people that you can have there could be Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice.
In the middle,
Yes, and you can have Gibbs White. Right in your
ahead of
three
them.
ahead of them. You can have Gibbs White, and then you can have your two on the wings.
So who
Right.
are you putting on the wings?
You can put no,
Morgan
my bad.
Rogers.
My bad. Instead of Gibbs White, my bad. Cole Palmer. I take it back. Cole Palmer in front of them. So much talent. You can have Bellingham, Declan Rice, Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
Right. On this side,
But Morgan Gibbs White can play as a winger too.
on this side, you can just have what's his name? Anthony Gordon. On the other side, Saka. And up front, Kane. And that could be one team.
Not Gordon. Gibbs White is better than Gordon.
But Gibbs White is not a winger.
He's not a, true, he's not a winger, but even Morgan Rogers will do a better job than Gordon. Like I don't have much confidence in Gordon.
Anthony Gordon, why?
Today it wasn't really good.
But Declan
Wasn't
can play. Declan can play as a six, right? Declan can play as their six.
Did he take Watson? Adam Watson. Adam Watson is really good. I don't think he took
You can
him.
even put Tony up
He
front.
didn't take Adam Watson. He didn't take him. He didn't take Watson. Watson too can even sit with Declan Rice, right? Then you play Jude Bellingham up front. Maybe you can use Kopama on the wing if you want.
You can even sit Declan and Conor Gallagher. I feel like he might do Gallagher, Declan Rice.
That's what
Because
he did. That's what he did
so
in the first half.
Gallagher, Declan Rice makes sense because Gallagher is quite. I guess Gallagher
That's
plays as
what
a
he
DM.
did. That's what he did. But the moment he took off Conor Gallagher, anyway,
Was
it's
it
ball over the
Gallagher?
top. You ball over the top. You can't really blame anybody.
Yeah. Ball over the top. You just have to. The only people you can blame is the defense. The
No,
defense
but the
can't
thing
stop
is
that.
that it's Gala dog, so he chases everything. Even ball over the top, he chases it. Anything. The thing with ball over the top is you need to put that striker, make that striker uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You are the obviously if it's ball over the top. The second goal was, if I remember, the second goal was ball over the top from this side.
Yeah.
Do you get? So it means that you have runners in the middle that are trying to make
I
that
don't think he
striker.
called. I don't
If
think he
you
called
watch
Mount. I don't think he called Mount.
Mount,
He didn't call Mount.
Mount care. He didn't take any United player.
He didn't call Mount.
No United player is in the side. First time in since almost 40 something years. that no
Mm-hmm.
United player made the team. But I think for World Cup, he needs to take Maguire. That's my honest opinion. Do you get? Because the thing with Maguire is, if England, you see, when it was 2-1, that's when you see Maguire. Send him up front to strike. Do you get 80 something minutes? Then you see something different from him. You get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. Everybody is already, all England fans are already angry with Tuchel. Oh, he's worse than Southgate. He's this. They're shambles. Like, bro, calm down. He's testing things. It's better they lose this to Senegal than they go to World Cup and go and lose to Senegal there.
I don't think they'll lose to Senegal in the World Cup. But then again,
That
this performance too, I mean, it's a chance to
set.
try out things. It's a chance to try out things, so it makes sense.
So that's it. I don't know. Could he have done things better? Maybe he could have, I don't know, tried maybe Ivan Toney and Harry Kane at the same time rather than one striker because they are
Yeah.
desperate for goal. Rather than remove Kane, then you are bringing in. He removed Kane and brought in Morgan Rogers. That was a bad change actually. Yeah, yeah, that's why they even scored. Now that I think of it, because he removed Kane, who is the striker, and he brought in Morgan Rogers,
Mm-hmm.
which makes no sense. He removed Gordon and brought in Gibbs White. That's still okay. So he
Mm-hmm.
made Gibbs White play wide. Gibbs White had chances when he came on, but you see that Kane that he removed, it means that there's no press from the front. There's no pressure from the front, right? So Koulibaly has enough time to do that ball over the top. Do
Okay.
you see? So it's a tactical mistake. If you look at it, let's look at it critically. If you remove Harry Kane,
Mm-hmm.
your option to press, even if you are doing a one-man press, remove Harry Kane and bring in Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put Koulibaly or these guys in defense under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
There's no chance to do ball over the top.
That makes a lot of sense. I guess
Yes. But if you bring in
that's what
Morgan
that's what
Rogers,
caught them out sometimes.
yes, Morgan Rogers is not a striker. Now that I think of it, he's not a striker. So what do you expect from him?
But at the end of the day, England they have players, they have people.
They should not be
So
losing to Senegal. Let's be honest, even
they
if
have
he's trying
they
things
have
out.
people. They have people. They should not be losing to Senegal, but Senegal they are also
They
not a
were
bad
good.
team.
They were good.
Yeah, and in football, sometimes being efficient makes sense. We have a couple chances, and we take our chances. Whoever takes the most chances, that's usually the winner of the game. So
And one thing I always tell people, football is simple if you make it simple. If you know you cannot compete with the team, yeah, midfield battle, avoid it. Ball over the top, longer balls. Then you guys go and fight in the other people's half.
mhm,
It's better than you want to play out of the back, you want to transit, do all this fancy transitioning, they
mhm.
collect the ball. Stop. I watched a game this weekend. I told you, I'm not sure if it was under 19s here in St. John's. Um, Two teams, St. John's Soccer Club here and another club, right? Premier League game. Kingsley, my club was just, I saw them playing out of the back. Just like, God, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? They were just giving away the balls. I was just like, they are going to, they are going to score. And not long before I said it, the other team picked up the ball from all this nonsense playing out of the back, and they
Mhm.
scored. Anyways, that's by the way.
Yeah. But anyways, are there any transfers so far that you've seen that you think are
Chelsea
worth
had a
talking about?
disappointing June 10th. Disappointing. No agreement with Mike Mignon. No agreement with AC Milan. They walked away from the deal. Right? They say they are not paying more than that amount. Take it or leave it. Bye. So they walked away. Uh Gittins from Dortmund.
I just
They
saw it.
also they also walked away from the deal. Dortmund are trying to be cheeky. You should bring 70 million for a 20-year-old. that we're not sure if he will flop.
Now people are scared. Everyone wants to go for
Like,
Premier League
yeah.
proven.
Now it's like everybody is taking Chelsea for him. Like once they see Chelsea, then they start to call big amounts. Like, bro, calm down.
De Bruyne to Napoli is a here we go soon.
Obviously,
So
he's been here with.
Zubimendi is a here we go.
Thank God. Thank God.
Zubimendi is actually really good, and I think he's a great addition to the Arsenal squad. I'm looking forward to seeing
It
what
will
he's going to.
relieve. It's better when you don't have Odegaard, you have Zubimendi because he can carry the ball too,
Yeah, but
right?
Zubimendi if he comes in, what will he play as? Zubimendi, you guys, let us know what does Zubimendi play as. Zubimendi feels more like a deep line playmaker, right? It doesn't give me. It happens to United too. Oh, like what happens to United too?
What's that?
Working players walking away from clubs walking away from deals
Oh
or
yes, yes. United too has that issue too. Where once they see United, they just call big money.
okay.
Chelsea, United, I think those are the two clubs that have suffered from this issue the most.
Hmm.
Once they see us, they just call big money. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Florian Wirtz deal, right? Man City is the same price they gave Man City.
Mm-hmm.
You see that Man City buys players cheap. See, when they called 60 million for Cucurella, Man City just walked away. They didn't even negotiate with them.
They like to
Just
pay the fair price
yes,
for.
if it's not fair price, they'll go and look for someone else, right?
But I
But
think
you see,
this Mike Mannion, you guys dodged the bullet with him. I still
I
feel
don't
like
know.
if
He's
Mike
not a
Mannion
good.
had come to if he had
Nah,
come to if Mike Mannion had come to Chelsea, he might have been the next Onana.
God, Kingsley, don't remind me.
He might just not be able to
I
stop
think maybe
any
that
goal.
one thing that maybe one thing that was the icing on the cake was that France game. Maybe when they watched it, they're like, seriously, you want
He
us to
didn't
pay
really watch
25 million for this? We're not paying more than 20 million. Take it or leave it.
exactly.
Yeah, and it's the right thing to do. If we get him on free transfer,
Mm-hmm.
then good. We're not wasting any money, right? So
Yeah, and they agree with it to Barcelona agree on a deal to sign Joan Garcia from Espanyol.
okay, how much?
Keke's deal is still like in the works. I'm just waiting for that. Here we go, so we can move on and know like yeah, it's injury prone. Now, wow, you guys dodged the bullet. I didn't even know it was injury prone.
He is. So
Uh,
that's what I'm saying. Like me, if you tell if I was to advise Chelsea, you want to buy a proper goalkeeper, go for All Black. Go for
but
All
but
Black.
is Chelsea willing to spend money? Oh, we
For
spoke about we spoke about Thomas Frank yesterday.
close. Or is
But
it here we
here we go. Yeah.
ah oh my gosh.
Thomas Frank will be the new sports head coach. Agreement in place. Deal agreed with Thomas Frank on contract and staff with Brentford to release the manager for £10 million. Formal
Wow.
steps to follow now all verbally agreed. Say here we go. I
Wow,
guess
that's crazy.
I guess Thomas Frank is Tottenham's new coach.
Why is SSV doing low? What's the low about? What's it about?
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah. So
So Man City even signed a new goalkeeper. Do you know?
from Chelsea, I know.
That's
From
interesting, man.
yeah,
Every
it's one.
team is signing.
Like
Wow,
I asked this question yesterday. Who
it's going to be
offended
tough.
Guardiola?
He's trying to rebuild that team, but somebody told me this might be his last season, and maybe
Oh, it's
he's just
possible. He's just trying
just
to
trying
rebuild,
to
then he
rebuild before
goes.
he
Maybe
goes.
Pep Linders might even take over.
You think so?
Yes, because he
No,
comes, stays with
that's
Guardiola for
that's
one
a
year.
conspiracy theory.
No,
Fabregas
no,
have
no.
flopped in Salzburg.
It doesn't
Will
matter.
will come to Man City.
Maresca flopped before he got the Leicester City job. They sacked him. I think he left or they sacked him. He flopped. Maresca flopped before he went to Leicester City. Yes, so it
I just
doesn't
don't.
matter.
I just don't think. I don't know, man. You guys, do you think that makes any sense? That's a conspiracy theory. What do you guys
No.
think? What do you guys think? Pep Linders being Man City's next coach after
Yes,
Pep?
he might be there to just shadow Pep and learn.
Impossible.
Why?
That's the sellout. How dare you? You are a seller. Even if just
Why
going
is
to
he a
Man City,
sellout? He's
you
already
go.
assistant coach.
You were the assistant. You go to become the assistant coach of a rival that we've had in the Premier League that
So,
stopped Liverpool from winning Premier League titles.
so
You
you
go
guys
to
are
be
angry with Pep
their coaching.
Linders.
No, I'm not angry at him.
SSB,
I'm
Liverpool
like,
fans,
no, I'm
please.
not angry at him. I'm
And
not
you
angry at
guys
him.
are annoyed with Pep Linders.
I'm like, no, wait. You go to Man City, sure, to be part of their coaching staff, sure. You go and review all clubs' secrets and whatever, or pressing tactics, whatever, improve their team, sure. You will come to the same Anfield with the same coaching staff and be on the other side.
Ah,
Can you
he
imagine?
was just assistant coach.
And then you now expect that Pep Guardiola will leave and then he will now become Man City's head coach. What?
So,
He's a big menace
this
now.
is a Bob Kingsley. He say Pep is a menace.
Pep is a big menace. He's a big
Oh
menace.
my.
But yeah, anyways, we're getting close to that time. Let's get into the final thoughts if there are no other transfers.
Final thoughts for me. I know everybody is angry, especially in England. Well, everybody is angry. Tuku lost this game. First African side. Are they not a side? Which one is first African side?
What is that? What is an L? He said this is an L. Let's know. Like, what's an L like? Pep Linders? You mean Pep Linders to Man City or what?
Oh, maybe he's talking about Pep Linders, not Pep Guardiola.
I
Or
maybe
maybe I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know.
that Pep Linders is a
Let's
man.
know what you think.
Yeah, him to City. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it truly is an L, right? It really is. Yeah, man. I don't know what he's going to do there. You failed at Salzburg. Then you go to join Pep to maybe to learn more. Maybe you're going there to learn under Guardiola. Yeah, Guardiola. I'm telling you, I don't know what Guardiola wants from Pep Linders that is like, come work for
He
me.
wants to get the secrets. Do you get?
Maybe it's the
Pep knows what.
pressing.
Yes,
He
he
sees
wants
the
to
way he
get the
press.
secrets. Yeah.
Pep is going for another Premier League trophy. I think Man City might win the Premier League next
You think
season.
so? You sound scared.
I am worried because you sign Cherky, Ryan Cherky, you sign Ryan Aitnori, the guy from
Yeah.
Wolves as your left back. You sign
He wanted to
Cherky.
sign Newcastle's right back too. You heard about it today.
Yeah,
He
I,
rejected
I
it.
didn't even know. You
He
sign Cherky
rejected
into
it.
your midfield. You sign Ryan that's your midfield. You have Rodri in your midfield. Your right back, okay, I guess that's still open. Maybe you have
Yes,
Rico
Arsenal got
Lewis.
Zubimendi.
Rico Lewis, you have some solid. If you can even move one of your centre backs to the other right back position and have that person play right back. Guardiola is left back. Just move Guardiola to the other side.
No, no, that will not work. Just use Gajo as a centre back and
It
let's
doesn't.
be done.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Pep will do Pep things, right? And then you have this solid. I know. Well, maybe not. Super, we don't know how the midfield will gel, but with what we can
Mm,
see, a solid midfield. You
yeah,
have Haaland. You know, Haaland will give you 20 plus goals a season.
yeah,
You have Foden. If Foden should catch his form, then maybe that'll be nice. If
yeah.
Foden doesn't catch his form, okay. You have Savinho Doku. Very,
Too
very
much
techy,
talent.
very techie winger. No, techie wingers, but they are, to me, I still feel like their output is not great. Could be better, but techie wingers, right? If he's able
Foden,
to make
Foden, Foden, Foden is on his way out.
if he's able
Let's
to
just put
make
it like
that
that.
team if he's able to make that team click.
Mm.
I don't honestly don't know how Foden fits to the team, but let's say Oscar Bob even comes back. Remember Oscar
Oscar
Bob?
Bob, yeah,
I don't know. He broke his leg. I don't know if you still have that
Oscar
form.
Bob is back. He's played few games towards the end of the season.
So Oscar Bob is back. His leg
He's
is
back,
healed. He
so
healed his leg.
he will even get ahead of How is Liverpool and
Yeah,
Arsenal still better?
I think it depends on how the team plays together. I don't want to. I'm hesitant to say Liverpool and Arsenal are better than City in terms
No,
of the players. I feel like the
side no.
players, if you look at them, they are close enough in quality. They are close
Yeah,
enough in quality. They are not so
there's a
far off.
lot of people that can hurt you in City too. A
Yeah,
lot, a lot.
but it
The
also
only thing
depends on how he
the only
sets
thing
them up.
about City now will be even the bench is good because people like Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, he might tell them to go.
Hmm.
Arsenal has better defense. Ignore is not a
Yes,
bad defender.
yes. You
Guardiola
know,
in
Arsenal
defense.
has a better defense.
Okay, true. Yeah.
Even Liverpool defense, our defense is not too bad. Why are you shaking your head?
Okay, Konate
Our
and
defense
Van
is not
Dijk.
bad.
Yes. You now have
If you have
the
if
other
you
guy.
have if you have Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, and Kekes, if we sign Kekes, that's a strong backline. I still think there's a strong
Not
backline.
bad. Not
The
bad.
Frimpong, they say Frimpong is not good defensively, but if Slot is able to teach Frimpong how to defend and
Mm,
improve Frimpong's defensive ability a little bit, Frimpong could do a lot of damage.
yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, we've been talking. But yeah,
Final
let's get
thoughts
to our
from
final
me.
thoughts. Yeah.
Uh what's
Maybe not teach him, maybe not teach, but like improve him, improve the game a little bit. You get what I mean, man. You guys get
who?
what I mean.
Who is it
Frimpong,
Pep
Frimpong,
Lina's?
Frimpong,
Okay, okay,
Frimpong.
it's Frimpong.
Maybe not teach, maybe not
It's
teach.
good boy. Zami could not teach you.
But that is not slot now.
That's a good comment. That's a W comment, Kingsley.
Javi is not on a slot now. Javi is not on a slot. So you don't know. But yeah, what are your final thoughts?
Anyways, final thoughts from me.
Mm-hmm.
I think in this game, I know everybody is angry, right? But
Mm-hmm.
Senegal are a good side. They're actually
Yeah.
underrated. They're a good side. And let's leave pack all this in oh African side. African
Mm-hmm.
sides are they not sides too? Doesn't matter.
Wow, you deserve a bomb for that.
Does it matter? You were beat
Yeah.
by Senegal. Must it be oh first African side? You were beat by Senegal.
Mm-hmm.
Another country beat you. Move
Yeah.
on. And
Mm-hmm.
we agree that you were testing out players. Good. Let it
Mm-hmm.
not happen in the World Cup because we're expecting them to go far,
Mm-hmm.
right? But that aside, the first transfer window is over.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot of teams trying to take advantage of other English teams.
Yeah.
A lot of them, right? And we'll see what happens. Where everybody is really moving mad, right?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised this is England's first loss against an African team. I actually thought African teams would do a lot better, but that's just
Now
me.
you see, Morocco was in the semi-finals, right? Last
Yeah.
World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So all these African, most African players play in Europe.
So they just
So
go back home to their
yes,
teams.
what are you saying now? So
Imagine if players of African origin actually chose to play for their country, and
thank you.
African countries actually invest in their football,
Yes,
national
yeah,
football, and
and
we
that's
try to
that's
call back
why
most of our talents and treat them better.
that's
Imagine
why
the amount of talent and the amount of progress most of these teams will achieve, the amount of things they will
and
achieve.
that's why this reporter for Sky, what's his name? Disrespected African tournament. What's his name?
Mm.
Um, Remind me, your Liverpool legend.
Yeah, GG.
Liverpool legend, right? Disrespected.
Mm.
Said the African Cup of Nations
Mm.
is not a tournament or it's not a major tournament. But anyways, that aside, I'm wishing England good luck. I hope they recover from this. There's too much noise with this media,
Mhm.
right? So Tuku should pick his team and he should run with it. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah.
They do. They do. They do.
Pulisic.
They
Oh,
do.
Pulisic. His parents are from Croatia.
They do.
Wow,
Like
I never
if
knew.
if African teams have not just having that better infrastructure, they have it and they maintain it. and they actually develop young players, there's a
mm,
lot that could come from Africa. Like there's so much football talent in Africa, so much
mm,
undiscovered talents. Right? We are looking at guys like Adingra, guys like Minte, Sadio Mane, Salah is
mm,
African. It's not like Africans don't have play Yaya Toure. You're looking at
mm.
top players, Samuel Eto'o, Didier Drogba, that have come from. Imagine a lot more talents that could even come from
Game.
Africa,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And could they come from the country? They don't always have to play, in Europe and stuff. But there's
yeah,
also that pipeline where you can discover these talents that play in these other leagues that are
yeah.
really good. Although, if the leagues are really really good, then the players will be just as good. But if the leagues are not really good, then maybe the players will not really be as good.
That's
But
good.
then
Yeah.
the idea is really to invest in that infrastructure to make sure you get those talents, coming out.
True. Yeah.
Exactly. Immigration is
Yes.
inevitable in a global economy.
Uh,
Exactly. I'm going to give you a bump for that. That's a
that's a
huge,
good comment.
that's a very good comment. Yeah.
Like, anyways, let me not be saying. Yeah.
Immigration is inevitable in an ever-changing climate that we have. So it's important. It's very, 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 very important for us to develop, for these African countries to first develop the infrastructure, to have a way and plan to maintain that infrastructure.
Infrastructure. Yeah, that's
And
true.
this would help in developing a lot of young African talents. There's
Yeah.
a lot to come from African football, and you know, but just we just have a lot of wasted potential. But
Yeah,
anyways,
that's
my final thoughts. I think this is the first of many for African countries, right? This is the first
yeah,
of many wins for African teams. Like you said, Senegal, Morocco, and some of all these other countries, maybe Nigeria and Ghana, that they've still not been able to catch form. But
yeah,
we have the players, we have the teams, and I think going into these international games, if you set up the team well, the right coach, the right talent in the squad, anything
yeah.
is possible. And you can have more African teams having even more success, right? In the international space, I guess. But at the end of the day, this just revealed to us that it is possible, one, but also with England, there are just a few things they need to tweak to make them a very strong side. Because I still feel like England are a really strong team and they have what it takes. No level at all. No level. No
Oh
level.
my God.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, thank you guys for joining our stream today. Austin, SSB, Chevy, all you guys that commented. I appreciate you guys. Remember, we go live every day, 6 p.m. CST. We've
Yeah.
been trying our best to be on time. Some technical difficulties make us start a little later than expected. But 6 p.m. CST, don't forget June 20, Flamengo fans challenged us. I've been shouting this almost every day. And I'll keep on saying it almost every day till we get to June 20. But June 20, Flamengo fans
This they
challenged
are
us.
putting me under
Are
pressure,
going to
and we
come
should not lose
here.
badly that game. That would be mad.
If you lose to Flamengo, you guys are not living that down. Forget it. You guys are not living that down. And don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, you guys please subscribe to our channel. We're on the road to 3K subscribers. You guys subscribe or support us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, ciao.
Yes. Yeah.